gathered one of our closest friends
and one random student
here in St. Paul University, Iloilo.
as the random student
About their first impression
in a philosophical concept
and sociological concept
towards each of us.
What is your first impression on me in philosophical concept?
My first philosophical impression about Britney is very wise in giving advice.
Second, what is your first impression on me in sociological concept?
In sociological attitude, Britney is very outgoing person. She is a extrovert.
Third, what is your first impression on me in anthropological concept?
That Britney is a love to go to museum and heritage places.
And last, what is your first impression on me in psychological concept?
Britney is a overthinker person.
What is your first impression on me in a philosophical concept? In my perspective, I see you as a friendly, approachable, and endearing person. What is your first impression on me in a sociological concept? Based on the post that you have shared, I see you as a ambivert person. I see you enjoying yourself with your friends, but sometimes you also love enjoying yourself alone. What is your first impression on me in the anthropological concept? I think all of us have the same thought that we are influenced to our friends, but in a sometimes it can be negative way, but sometimes it can be a positive way. What is your first impression on me in a psychological concept? As a close friend, I think you have a positive vibe to jump on. That's it.
What is your first impression on me in a philosophical concept?
In my perspective, I see Kurt as a friendly, approachable person.
What is your first impression on me in a sociological concept?
In my perspective, I see Kurt as a open person. Tapos, he's extroverted. Okay.
What is your first impression on me in a anthropological concept? What is your
I see Kurt as a athletic person. I see him having the same interests as I. So, na.
What is your first impression on me in a psychological concept?
Extroverted.
What is your first impression on me in a philosophical concept?
In my perspective, I see as a friendly person and jolly.
Second, what is your first impression on me in a sociological concept?
Based on the posts that you have shared through online platforms, I see you as a ambivert person or balance. I think you enjoy spending quality time with your friends and boyfriends.
Third, what is your first impression on me in an anthropological concept?
I think all of us have the same thought that some of our behaviors are influenced to other person. It may be negative or in positive way.
Last, what is your first impression on me in a psychological concept?
You are positive in all aspects.
What is your first impression on me in philosophical concept?
As your close friend, you are wise with your word when giving advice.
What is your first impression on me in sociological concept?
You are friendly and accommodating to new people.
What is your first impression on me in anthropological concept?
You like to go to the beaches and watch the scenery.
What is your first impression on me in psychological concept?
You are short-tempered and easily get anxious.
What is your first impression on me in a philosophical concept?
I think you're an approachable person and easy to get along with.
What is your first impression on me in a sociological concept?
I think you're friendly and open to get to know other people around you.
What is your first impression on me in philosophical concept?
When I first met you, when we were grade 11, you are a type of a calm and collective person.
What is your first impression on me in sociological?
You're like a type of person that makes friends. Also, you like to join in a particular group. And you use humor to get along with them and make people smile.
What is your first impression on me in a philosophical concept?
You are understanding person.
Second, what is your first impression on me in a sociological concept?
You are approachable person.
First, what is your first impression on me in a philosophical concept?
In a philosophical concept, by looking at you, I think you are mature enough to deal with your own problems.
Second, what is your first impression on me in sociological concept?
I think you are very approachable and easy to talk to.
What is your first impression on me in a philosophical concept? My philosophical view towards you is that you're approachable, kind, and a friendly person.
What is your first impression on me in a sociological concept?
When I check your social media for the first time, I noticed that you're always expressive with your thoughts and feelings and that you have a lot of self-love.